Hi guys, welcome to episode 24 Techno News. Remember to hit the thumbs up, ring the bell, sub to the channel, and follow my other socials on X and TikTok at Technofish Live. And remember to catch me live and start conversations about any of these videos, anything you see, from around 10 o'clock UK on kick.com/technofishlive. Thank you. Speaking of Kick, around the time I recorded my last news video, they announced Phase 2, we're not allowed to call it the second class, it's Phase 2 of the Creator Program. There wasn't many names I've heard on in there, to be honest. There was one or two I've sort of came across and watched occasionally. But yeah, good luck to everybody who's involved. Obviously the aim is to try and achieve the goals, but they seem a little bit too ambitious at the minute, but I'll keep working towards it, see how things go. They also announced the signing of Jen Fox, not someone I'm familiar with, but apparently she's quite a big name and she's got quite a following, so yeah, good luck to her. Hope all works out for her. Speaking of streamers, there was some drama around YouTube recently, this time surrounding Sniper Wolf and Jax Films, both big names on YouTube. He's put videos out and reported on Sniper Wolf for some time, saying that she does like reaction videos and things, and he reckons she doesn't give the original creators, the credit that's due for the content she's reacting to. Some call it lazy, some call it just sort of selfish, really. Obviously, she's getting views based on their content and not giving them the credit even in the description or anything like that. I mean, when I do my ghost videos, I always try and make a note saying, make sure you check out whoever's channel I'm reacting to and put the link in the description. But she doesn't seem to do any of that. So he sort of called her out on it numerous times from what I gather. And in the meantime, she was attending a photo shoot, apparently not far from where Jack's Film and his family lived. And while she was in the area, she decided it'd be funny to ask her community if she should dox him, and she posted a picture of her outside of his house on Instagram. I don't get what her thinking was in doing that, obviously. She did actually remove the post from Instagram. He put a report out to YouTube about it all, asking her to demonetize her and investigate her, none of which seems to be happening. But again, it's just a case of due to the amount of revenue she'll generate. Obviously, from what I saw, she had around 34 million subs on YouTube. And it's all a bit of a strange situation. But yeah, I think that's still ongoing between them two. So I'm sure there'll be some sort of developments come from that. In the meantime, PlayStation announced the new PS5 Slim. Apparently, it's going to be around 30% smaller than the previous one, which is huge. If you haven't seen one, it is absolutely massive beast of a machine. This one's going to be around 30% smaller. I reckon it's 8% not as tall and 8% not as wide and stuff like that. Hopefully they'll actually have these available, unlike the launch when there was pretty much none. So they're due for release soon, obviously coming up to Christmas and all. They decided that would be a good idea. More drama, actually. Just Stop Oil. The idiots protesting. I mean, I get why they're doing it. I can see the cause. I can. But the manner in which they go about things just leaves a bit of taste. Like, they're not making any friends whatsoever. And that's sort of proven in this next clip that I've got lined up here. I don't know if you were aware, but there was a big Techno tournament recently, and they decided to crash the stage, smear orange paint over the competitors' screens, spray the stage with orange paint. Absolute idiots. Like, what are they trying to achieve here? I understand the tournament was backed by Barclays Bank, which sort of gives them some sort of incentive, but it's still absolute bollocks, and they just, I don't know, they're not making any friends doing things like this. Absolutely pointless. So that was them. Nintendo announced Mario's new voice. It's a guy called Kevin Afghani. He's going to be doing the voice of Mario in the game, starting with Mario Wonder, which is the next one coming out. Chris Pratt's still going to be doing the voice in the movies. Kevin Afghani hasn't really got that many credits to his name, to be honest, from what I can see. He's only really done Genshin Impact, a couple of Dragon Ball things, and one or two other minor games. But he's, as I said, he's currently working on the voice of Mario. And this is the guy.
Here we go! Whee!
What do you think? Pretty much normal Mario
Yahoo!
grunts and things. There's that. As well as that, Fortnite. It's obviously that time of year. They've announced Halloween bundles. The latest one is going to include Alan Wake 2, Michael Myers, and Jack Skellington. The Michael Myers one actually looks quite entertaining because he's emotes. He plays the Halloween theme on a keyboard with his knife, which looked quite amusing, to be honest. Not that I play Fortnite, but so that'll be launching soon, as you can see here. Bit of a couple of strange news items here. Battlefield 2042 had a free weekend. Obviously, it's been out nearly 2 years. There's had umpteen patches and updates, and they've tried to fix the game as best they can. They had a free weekend last weekend, and it actually drew numbers back to around 100,000 concurrent users, which is pretty much the same as it was when it launched. From what I gather, a lot of the reports are that it's still too little too late, and a lot of people were just playing it for the free weekend and won't be returning. But they're trying. I don't know if it's just because they're panicking with Call of Duty coming out again or whatever. They're just trying to bolster the numbers and get people interested. But obviously with the new COD practically being a reskin of the last one, yeah, I think it's too late. I think the game's pretty much dead, to be honest. But it'll be interesting to see if they make a new one and if they actually listen, the players, and make a game worth playing this year. We'll see, but that's on EA, really. A lot of people still do play the older ones, to be honest. Battlefield 3 and 4 seem to hold quite a good user base, but the latest ones have dipped dramatically. Speaking of disasters, Diablo 4 continues its disastrous run with updates and things. I don't know, they're like the gift that keeps giving, these guys. So basically, to try and promote the new season and a lot of the fixes they've done, they released a video, which they sharply had to pull back down because it included a lot of errors. Some of the errors included a before and after. So they were trying to see how they got rid of bottlenecks from dungeons and things like that. But they actually had the pictures the wrong way around. So the before showed a lot more options to the after one, so it looks like they've actually reduced the outputs. So obviously they were trying to see how there's so many dead ends and bottlenecks and things, but they've changed it to have a bit more flow to the game and stuff. But they had the pictures the wrong way around. And they also showed clips of before and after of how they improved horse animations, and they were both exactly the same. And then they also stated this, they showed XP calculations on how they'd improved the XP and how you were going to get more XP now compared to how it was, and the maths showed was completely wrong and made no sense. So they decided they had to pull the video down pretty much straight away off the back of that. Will they ever learn? I don't know. But yeah, that's a peculiar one as well. I think it's about time they just give up, to be honest. Other big-ish news is Disney are looking at making a comeback into the gaming world, and they're possibly considering a buyout of EA from reports. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. It's all just speculation at the minute, I think. But they did put something out saying they're looking to try and get back into the gaming space, big style. EA seems a bit of a strange one. I mean, I know the price tag on EA isn't as much as some people would think, and they do generate quite a bit of income with all the bloody FIFA imaginary sticker packs and stuff like that. To me, though, I would have thought Ubisoft would have been the better fit. They're really struggling at the minute, and I'd imagine they'll be able to pick them up for next to nothing in comparison. And they also already working on the Star Wars license. They've got a couple of games already in production with the Outlaws game or whatever it was called, and I think there's a big RPG type game in the works behind the scenes as well already with Ubi. So it would sort of make sense that Disney would look to them and try and bolster that side of things. Obviously, it all would all depend on how well them games launch when they come out, to be honest. Again, it's all rumours at the minute, but to me that would make more sense than EA, but obviously EA are a bit of a cash cow when it comes to some of the games that they're still focusing on. A lot of the franchises are dead now, which is a shame because they did have a lot of good stuff, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what comes of that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any of the stories I've mentioned today, or any points, any sort of feedback would be very much appreciated. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I'd be very grateful. And as I said, I think I'm close to 300 subs on YouTube now. So if you wouldn't mind hitting the sub button, I'd be very grateful. I'm trying to hit the 500 if possible, but 300 is a good landmark at the minute. So I'm very grateful to everybody who has came by and watched that. I'm starting to doing a lot more of me reaction videos. I'm quite into the supernatural and things like that. So I've been doing a few reaction videos on ghosts and creepy things. So if you're interested, give them a watch on the channel. I will be putting more and more highlights and stuff out as well of gameplay. And as I said, remember to follow me on my socials, X and TikTok at Technofish Live. And if you want to have a live conversation with myself, feel free to come by my streams. I stream on kick.com/Technofish Live from around 10 o'clock UK night time, most nights. So if you just follow or ring the bell on all of the above, and you'll get alerts for when I go live and when new content comes up. And I'll be very much grateful. And in the meantime, I shall catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.